What's up, y'all? I am Fast Track. I'm the best mamma jamma who ever stood in front of a camera. Well, it's here. We made it. After all that hilarity and all that comedy and slapstick, we're here for the real meat of it. We are back with RWBY, the original. The very series that made me create RWBY Month. God, I love RWBY Month. Here we are, RWBY Volume 5. After the build-up with Volume 1, the action-packed and character development of Volume 2, the tragedy of Volume 3, and the okay journey of Volume 4. It was okay. Here we are, Volume 5. Okay, so we got Team Juniper, or no wait, not Juniper, it was Ranger. It was Junior or Ranger? Junior Ranger. I mean, Junior because Ch1 might be leader. Ranger if RWBY's leader. It's not really decided yet. RWBY is just hanging out with John, Ren, and Nora. And Ch1 is still mourning over Pura, trying to be the best he can in her honor. Honor! And Ren just defeated a screaming grim banshee in the honor of his father, who looks like Hanzo from Overwatch. My God, he is handsome. I wish I was that handsome. And we finally got shipping fuel between Nora and Ren, even more so. Weiss is on the run from her upstuck, white, stick-up-ass, white, snooty, white, snobby, and white family. In case you haven't noticed, they are very white. And Blake is trying to get her island of faunus and humans to fight in the name of the humans against the White Fang. Little do they know that there is basically a White Fang underworld, basically the Illuminati, trying to keep this from happening. And Yang is trying to get her mojo back, and boy did she get her mojo back with her new arm. Oh boy. And just left Ty, her father, and I believe searching for either RWBY or her mother. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, and speaking of Yang's mother, her mother's brother, also known as Crow, is currently hanging out with Team Junior Ranger, getting them to, what was it, Atlas? Yes, Atlas. And trying to find some new recruits for the war against, what's her name? Salem. Yes, Salem. Who was pulling the strings this entire time. Oh yeah, and there's also that one thing with a little farm boy with the gloves and the overalls who has Professor Ozpin's voice in his head, speaking to him. Gosh, that sounds annoying. And the very last scene was the boy and Ozpin going into a bar to meet up with Crow, and he was all like, "Can I have my cane back?" And Crow was not surprised that Ozpin was in the boy's head. Well, that's something. So, now that we're back with RWBY, it's time for me to do something. It has been a while, but RWBY Month is back. We're back with the original RWBY series. You know what to do. If you've been with my channel long enough, you know I'm wearing this. Alright, I'm ready. So without further ado, we have Chapter 1, Welcome to Haven. Oh, so it's not Atlas, it's Haven. I'm so sorry. I should read first. Anyway, with that said, let's get right into this. Here we go. Alright, RWBY V5. Time to do the thing for RWBY Month. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! By the way, I checked the first minute and there's no song.
The city of Mistral.
Mistral.
It's about time.
Nora. Pinkie Pie, as I call her.
Was it to walk again?
Well, we did face many obstacles.
Do they not have cars?
Destroyed settlements.
Oh, and, all those people and monsters that tried to murder us.
Yeah.
We were fine.
And Scorpion Tail guy.
Only one of us almost died.
Hey,
Crow. Red.
So how much farther to Haven Academy?
almost there. I'd have figured I'd take you kids on the scenic route.
Scenic, eh? By the way, since we're in a new season, shouldn't there be an up and ante in animation? I mean, that's kind of like the standard. This is like the same as Volume 4. Not that I'm complaining. It's good.
This is awesome!
Ooh.
That's certainly something.
Ah, are we in the world of Avatar?
The weapons!
Vendors here will sell you just about anything, whether they should or not.
Ooh.
They really made the most out of these fountains.
Can I?
Every inch.
I want to buy Black Panther on Blu-ray.
The higher up you go, the nicer it gets.
And we are going up!
Going up, and up, and up, and too high. That's an airship.
So, how much farther?
Weiss?
We're in the home stretch now. Stops
Weiss!
from here to Mistral. Sorry for the long trip. Keeping us off the radar's been harder than I thought. Lots of air traffic around northern Anima.
It's fine.
Who's this guy?
I just hope I haven't been a burden.
You and your money are more than welcome on this ship, kid.
Ah, he's a taxi.
Is everything okay?
I don't know. Still over Lake Monsu. Shouldn't be picking up broadcasts this far from Mistral. Someone must be close.
Mayday! Mayday! We're a small passenger flight and our Huntress is down! We aren't equipped to
Oh,
deal
no.
with this!
Oh, man.
The Grim here, 400 clicks north of the southern shoreline!
This looks like a job for...
Get him off us! If anyone can hear this...
It's harder than it looks. Oh, dang. Why is he gonna be a hero?
We're going to help them, right?
What? No. I'm trying to avoid them.
But they'll die.
Look, if we picked up their transmission, I'm sure someone else did too. Besides, this is a cargo ship. She's not much good in a fight. I just want to finish this job and get home.
Yikes.
Sorry, kid. My ship, my rules.
Well, what a sour moment. Okay, we saw Ruby. We saw Weiss. Weiss is not gonna be a hero? Fine. What about Blake and Yang? Gonna get anything from them? Where are we now? This must be Haven Academy. It's beautiful.
We made it.
Yeah. Ren, you really let your hair go. Crow, you look about the same. What's wrong? You smell something? It's quiet.
Hello?
Okay, not that quiet.
Maybe try louder?
There doesn't seem to be anyone here.
Well, I guess school isn't really in session right now. Maybe that's it.
School's always in session when I'm here, homie.
Right. Come on.
What?
Wait for us!
Oh dear.
Get ready. Could be trouble.
Trouble, trouble.
Ah!
Who? Huh? Who? Oh! Is he dead?
Professor Lionheart?
Lionheart.
Crow! Crying out loud nearly scared me half to death!
Me? Why weren't you waiting for us at the entrance?
Hey there.
Oh, right. Apologies. I guess time slipped away from me.
You're joking.
That was
Where
funny.
is everybody?
This is what I missed from Ruby.
Must be the students Crow mentioned.
Yes, sir. Ruby Rose.
Jean Arc.
Nora Valkyrie.
Lyren.
Pleasure to meet you.
You also forgot Sora, Donald, and
Leonardo
Goofy.
Lionheart at your service. I'm afraid most of my staff is currently away until classes resume, but...
What? Leo, you can't be serious. Who's guarding the relic?
Leo.
Oh, the children!
Already know. I filled them in. What do you mean your staff is away?
What the what?
You filled them in?
So, is this not going at all like anyone thought it would?
This is for adults only. Giggity. Plants.
Unbelievable!
What the-
Total garbage.
Oh.
We can't let them get away with this.
Well, at least you two can finally agree on something.
Ha! No time for that, Mother Blake.
Guys,
Blake!
everything's gonna be okay.
Good to know.
Good evening, miss. Can I get you anything?
Just a little time to myself, if that's alright.
Sure thing. Just call if you need me.
Thank you, Fox Girl.
You need better security.
What the... Oh, Chameleon Girl.
I just need to talk.
Well, I mean, you tried to kill her. Several times.
How could you take the
Especially
fall for
Sun.
them, Ilya? Blake, Corsic and Finnick blamed you. We confronted them tonight and they denied knowing anything, and everything we found on your scroll, it talked about how disappointed they were to hear that you'd sided with Adam. But you and I both know they're guilty. You can't prove anything. That scroll might not have been enough.
She's a good girl, just on the wrong side.
But it's enough to sway the faunas here. When we go public tomorrow, they're not going to stand for any of it. And neither should you. Your plan isn't gonna work, Blake.
Aww.
Please. Just leave Menagerie before it's too late.
Oh, she's trying to warn her, otherwise someone's gonna get killed. Is she gonna get killed?
You're going to
Her
have
father?
to marry me.
Her mother? Son? By the way, where's Neptune? Haven't seen him since Volume 3. Dang, Blake. I feel you, sister.
I have to say, Chris,
Okay, that's 3 down.
all seems very reckless, even for you.
No, reckless is leaving one of the relics completely unguarded. It's not checking in with Oz for ages.
There was nothing to check in.
Professor
about
Lionheart.
before the fall of Beacon, but since that day, Mistral has been in chaos. Vale wasn't the only kingdom to suffer that night.
I just thought of something. If everyone's based on a character, would that make Lionheart the cowardly lion from Wizard of Oz? What does that make the Chameleon Girl?
Crawling over the city.
Someone tell me.
Elysian Knights attacking citizens. And then nothing. You could feel the dread in the air. With all that negativity, you can imagine what it was like when the Grimm came for us. Mistral's
And what about Crow and his sister?
The widest reaching in the world, you know, and that makes it infinitely harder to protect. We lost so many great huntsmen. Teachers from this very institution.
Oh, dang.
And it's only gotten worse.
What do you mean?
Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing ain't gonna
We
get better.
dealt with the Grimm,
It's
but
not.
the Mistral Council's still at odds with representatives from Atlas. First it was the dust embargo, now it's the closing of borders. I'm not sure what happened to James in Vale, but it seems to have only worsened some of his more
James?
unfortunate tendencies. And on top of everything, we still don't know where the Spring Maiden is.
All the more reason we need the huntsmen and huntresses here.
Okay. Things are
Oh,
bad.
boy.
They're bad. But we can figure this out.
You know I'm bad. I'm bad. You know it.
I thought you filled them in.
Mostly filled in. Look, there's a lot to cover, okay? I quit teaching for a reason.
He was a teacher? I think I know the reason.
The
Alcohol.
four maidens each have the power to perform feats of magic. And they are the only ones capable of reaching the relics.
What? The relics are each locked inside a chamber that can only be opened by a specific maiden. Winter for the gift of creation, summer for destruction, fall for choice, and spring for knowledge. Spring is the problem.
What happened to her?
Fall died. Sort of went to cinder.
She was determined at first, when she inherited her powers.
What about winter and summer?
But the weight of responsibility proved to be too much for the child. She
Why are they in children?
ran.
Oh, right, they have to be younger.
Training everyone.
And why do they just have to be
That
women?
was over a decade ago. There's no telling where she could be now.
I know.
What if it was a woman, or born a woman, but later in the years identified as a man?
Idea.
Are you serious?
It's not exactly good news.
What are you talking about? This is incredible news! After all these years, where?
I did some digging around. Looks like after Spring ran away, she was picked up by bandits, specifically the Brownwind tribe.
Raven.
Yang's mother.
Yang's mom?
That's what I said.
That's right.
His sister. So the Spring Maiden's with his sister. Is that a good thing or a bad
That's
thing?
about where they've set up their main camp. It's where they fall back to after raids and scouting missions. Raven's managed to gain a lot of followers since she returned to the tribe. And I'm sure when the Spring Maiden showed up, it only made things easier.
Well, Crow, I've got to hand it to you. With these coordinates, we can mount a retrieval force and head out in a few weeks.
A few weeks?
That's right.
Leo, maybe you didn't hear me. My sister has the Spring Maiden, and I know where she is. We need to go as soon as possible.
And perhaps you
Yikes.
didn't hear me. This kingdom is in shambles. As soon as possible does not mean tomorrow. It means as soon as I can convince the rest of the council that I need huntsmen more than they do. Unfortunately,
politics.
aren't very high on their list of priorities when the threat of war is just on the horizon.
Then damn the council, we'll do it ourselves. You and I are trained huntsmen, and these kids aren't exactly pushovers.
Can they do it?
Yeah!
I think they can do it.
Perhaps there's a more peaceful way to approach this?
Quiet, Ren. We're not here for peace.
Far away from here as possible. But Raven isn't going to give up her most prized possession without a fight.
Unfortunately, you and your sister are evenly matched, and I'm not the fighter I used to. No offense.
He's old.
But these students and I can't take on an entire bandit tribe and a maiden that's no doubt had years to hone her skills. We need to be positive we can apprehend Spring, because if we fail, Raven and her tribe will scatter, and we'll be lost.
Oh boy. Oh.
Get one shot at this, and it needs to be perfect.
Intensity.
You know, Oz wouldn't be happy with any of this if he were here.
Perhaps
Wait,
you're right.
where is Ozpin?
He's not. I'm doing
The boy,
best I
the
can.
guy in the head.
Something we can do.
What about Cinder?
That's happened, right?
She came with Emerald and Mercury from Haven. Do you have anything on them?
We pulled their files after the fall of Beacon. Nothing but lies and forgeries.
It's based on a lie. Oh,
Well, I can't
Pura.
say this has been a warm reunion, Leo.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. I know you've all traveled a long way, but I will do everything I can to help.
Sure. We'll stay in the city for
He really is a coward.
Local comms are still up. Keep in touch. Come on, kids.
Text me, bae. But seriously, what happened with the boy?
Professor?
Likewise.
What a beard. Looks like a lion's mane. Lionheart.
Leo, we have got to work on your improvisational skills.
What the What is that? We've been duped! I think. What is happening?
So, what do we do now?
You four head back to the house. I need a drink.
Hey bartender, give me another drink. It's been 2 minutes since my last one. That's from RWBY Chibi. Oh, is this the part? Oh, what happened in the future? Or the past, or...
Excuse
now.
me.
It's happening now. Yes!
You know, I don't think they allow kids in here, Pipsqueak.
Shut up, I'm getting there. I'm supposed to tell you. I'd like my cane back.
I'm sorry, I had a quick recap. And he's perfectly fine with it.
It's good to see you again, Oz.
Are you by any chance related to Frank Oz? 1,000 points to anyone who gets that reference. Just right. Bartender!
You're a little young to be drinking.
Yay!
Oh, water. It's hot out.
Oh. Sure.
How old is she? I mean,
Are you telling
if it's not
me
based in America, she could be
you're too young to
17.
drink? You look like a regular huntress. And a beauty at that.
What a creep.
Good. Thanks, pal.
Please punch him.
Seriously.
Please punch him.
Not too bulky, not too lean.
Please punch him.
Or
Just right. Yep. Like I said, I'm good.
Oh, he's a bear.
and your hair.
Not the hair. Yang, you can punch me any day and I would like it.
This one's on the house. He's been driving me crazy.
Is she okay?
So, what brings you around
Oh.
these parts?
Nice.
Thanks. And I'm, looking for someone.
Not many people come out here, too far from the kingdoms. Only person worth noting around here is, well, Ray.
Raven Bronwyn. Thanks again.
And the music just
Now
played
listen,
again.
You don't want to go messing with bandits. They're a world of trouble.
So is she.
So I hear.
It's quite the outfit. Very revealing. In case you didn't see, I was touching my belly.
Hey, girlie.
Punch him again.
Seriously? This isn't over?
I heard you're looking for someone.
Yuck. What, we're not gonna see him punching again? And does he really know where Raven is? Because if he doesn't, he deserves to be punched again. Mysterious knocking. Who is it? Oz. Oz who?
Can I help you?
Trick or treat? Telegram?
Yeah. Is there a Ruby Rose here?
Would you like to join our book club?
Why?
Huh.
Well,
I found him!
Good. Ow, Crow, you drunk.
help.
You very drunk.
I found him.
What is going on out there? Can't a girl read her comics in peace?
Comics.
Crow, did you get drunk again?
Maybe.
Maybe.
You have silver eyes.
Huh?
Who are you?
Sounds creepy and reminiscent.
Well, my name is Oscar Pine.
Wait for it.
But you probably
They
know
crow.
me as Professor Ozpen.
There we go.
I did it!
Two! Okay. And there's a song. That's where I have to mute it. Otherwise, I get a weird copyright thingy. Okay, well. Ooh, nice visuals. Okay, well. Crow's drunk. But we got everything happening with our characters. Team Junior Ranger finally made it to Haven, where they meet up with Lionheart, who's apparently having secret motives and is stalling them for some reason. And we also have Weiss taking a ride with some random delivery guy. And unfortunately, she cannot be a hero right now. Poor Weiss. Blake is trying to make amends with her friends, trying to get her on the right side, but her friend is trying to keep her from, getting axed off. But Blake is just trying to do the right thing. Yang is in the search for her mother, apparently, because her mother has a spring maiden, or because she cares. No, that's not it. And Oscar Pine. I'm guessing he's a play on Dorothy from Wizard of Oz. That's the best I can do. Or Ozpin, and Crow's drunk, and everyone is now settling in. We're all settled in. Oh god, so this is RWBY. We have war. We have the danger. Oh wait, we haven't seen any of the villains yet. Like, where's Cinder? Where's Mercury? Where's Emerald? Where's Neo? I know Neo's still alive. I'm just so glad that Roman Torchwick has been eaten by the Grim Griffin. It's canon. Though every non-canonical death he has in RWBY Chibi is so satisfying to me. But other than that, we're all caught up with what we have to do. And we have ourselves a plan to find Crow's sister, Raven, and find the Spring Maiden. Because the Fall Maiden is, and half of her power is in Cinder. The other half, And we still have the thing with Silver Eyes from RWBY. And we still, not since season 4 have we seen the dragon, sort of. Do we get an explanation for the eyes, other than just visual? I'd like to know. And that's all we have. But will Team RWBY finally get together again? Because they couldn't for an entire season. Seriously, an entire volume season without them getting together. I mean, sure they have the friends, sure they have the new team, and sure they have the uncles and the aunts and the parents and the dog. This is the best we can do. I'm sure they'll solve it by the end of this volume. Right, Rooster Teeth? Anyway, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And join me for the next few days of RWBY Month, because we have more episodes to get through. Until next time, thank you all for watching. I'm Fast Track. I'm the best Mamma Jamma who ever stood in front of a camera. And I will be back in a flash with more RWBY!